Hello students, a very good morning to all. This is Swapna, Mathematics faculty from EDUHUNT IIT and NEET Academy. In the last session, do you guys remember what we have discussed? Yes, we have discussed about worksheet number 3 in the progressions chapter till 12th question. So in the today's session, we are going to discuss about question number 13. Let's begin the session. Okay, so here comes the first problem of our session. So what is the question? Read along with me. Okay. So, if P, Q, R, S, so if P, Q, R, S, there are 4 elements, 4 numbers belongs to set of natural numbers. Okay, and they are 4 consecutive terms. So, given that these 4 P, Q, R, S are natural numbers, along with that also they have given information these P, Q, R, S are consecutive natural numbers. Means those are continuous natural numbers. But you cannot say what are those 4 natural numbers. Okay. So fine. Of an AP. Okay. So these terms are consecutive terms of an AP. So you know about AP, right? What an AP? You will have a common difference. You need to just recall of AP. Right, you'll have a common difference, right? T2 minus T1 is also equal to T3 minus T2. So, all the terms are existing in AP will have common difference. And what will be the terms? How we can execute, how we can write the terms in an AP? Tell me. A plus D, A plus DD, A plus 3D and so on, right? So, given 4 consecutive terms are in AP, fine. Then the Pth, Qth, Rth, Th terms of a GP are in dash. So they were asking you like Pth term, Qth term, R term, S terms of a GP are in dash. So please we will solve this question. Pth term in an GP. So let us recall about the information of GP. So, how do you define a GP whenever you have a common ratio? Correct. You have a common ratio between its first and second terms. Right. For example, if T1, T2, T3 are said to be in GP, when you have common difference, R is equal to T2 upon T1. R is equal to T2 upon T1. Correct. So, and if I want to find rth term in GP, so how will you define rth term? Tnth term or rth term, anything is fine. Tn, how will you represent? Just a recall. Okay, Tnth term in GP, how will you represent? AR to the power of n minus 1. This is a representation of nth term in an GP. Correct. So, given such type of terms are Pth, Qth, Rth and Th. Right. So, we will find out similarly, we have these P, Q, R, S are the terms which are there in GP. Then, how you will express Pth term? Pth term in GP expressed as AR. If you have nth term, we can write it as Tn. Similarly, AR to the power of n minus 1. In the place of n, we have P, right? So, Pth term is equal to AR to the power of P minus 1 is equal to what? Tp. Am I clear? So, this is the first equation. Keep aside. Got it? Similarly, Qth term, how you will express Qth term? Qth term is equal to AR to the power of Q minus 1. AR to the power of Q minus 1. So, AR to the power of Q minus 1. Next, rth term. How will you express rth term? AR to the power of R minus 1. AR to the power of R minus 1. Similarly, S term in our GP. Ts is equal to AR to the power of S minus 1. This is the given information. If P, Q, R, S are in GP, I have written their terms. Okay. Fine. Along with this, they also gave you that P, Q, R, S are the terms which are there in consecutive terms, right? So we can write like P comma Q comma R comma S are the consecutive terms which are in AP. This is also the information gave in the question, right? So if ABC are in AP, I told you if ABC are in AP, we can write like middle term, twice of middle term is equal to A plus C. Do you remember? So I just want to make a recall of AP also. If A comma B comma C are in AP, this is a note point. Just a minute, I will highlight this. If A comma B comma C are in AP, then what is the result I have proved? 2B is equal to A plus C, middle, twice of middle term is equal to sum of its ending terms. This is also I have told you, right? Similarly, if P, Q, R is R in AP, then from this note, what is the middle term? Q, correct? So we can write like 2Q is equal to R plus P, correct? Or P plus R. So from this, what we are going to get the value of Q? Q is equal to P plus R by 2, correct? Similarly, we also have 2R is equal to, even R is also a middle term between Q and S, correct? 2R is equal to Q plus S. So what we have, R is equal to Q plus S by 2. Furtherly, we can write in the form of, in the place of Q, we can write this, that is the one other issue, right? So if these terms are in AP and GP, we can write like this. So now we need to find what is happening this Pth, Qth, Rth and S terms of a GP. These terms are in what? AP, either in GP or in HP or in AGP. So fine, we will solve the next part of the question. First, let me write TP is equal to AR to the power of P minus 1. This is TP, Pth term if it is in GP, right? So similarly, we also have TQ is equal to AR to the power of Q minus 1. AR to the power of Q minus 1 will be moving slowly. That is not an issue. Everybody should be clear with this problem. Okay, AR to the power of Q minus 1. Furtherly, I can divide, I can elaborate this Q as, how I can express to this Q, just see. Q is nothing but P plus R by 2. Can you see from here? P plus R by 2. So the same value I will substitute in the Qth term, right? Q is equal to P plus R by 2, right? So Q is equal to P plus R by 2. I will just write down that P plus R by 2 minus 1. Am I clear? In the place of Q, what is the value of Q? P plus R by 2. So I have substituted the value of Q in the Qth term. Am I clear with this? Yes. Next, TQ is equal to AR, take out the LCM, 2 and 1, LCM is 2, right? LCM is 2, so we will get P plus R, 2 minus 1 is minus 2, correct? 2 minus 1 is minus 2. Next, TQ is equal to A into R divided by, in the place of P, can I write 2P minus P? Right? 2P minus P is P only, right? So 2P minus P plus R minus 2. Plus R minus 2, right? So next, TQ is equals to A into R. 2P, rearrange this term, 2P minus 2 together, and I'll write like this, plus R minus P by 2. Okay, understood? I just rearranged 2P minus 2. Minus P plus R can also be written like R minus P, right? Yes or no? I hope everybody should clear up to this, right? TQ is equal to A into R. Take 2 common. So we will have P minus 1. Next, plus R minus P whole divided by 2. I just take 2 common, okay, from the first 2 terms. TQ is equal to A into, okay, split this 2 together. So this 2 power of p minus 1 by 2 into plus r minus p by 2. Correct? R minus p by 2. Cancel these two and this two. Just a minute. Cancel these two and this two. So what you will be left over with? TQ is equal to A into R power P minus 1. A power of m plus 1 can be written as A power of m into A power of n into R power R minus P by 2. Correct? A power of m into A power of n. A power of m plus n. It is the above step. Can you see here? Right. So TQ is equal to A into RP minus 1. What is the value? This is equal to, let me keep this as a star, from star A into R power P minus 1 is the value of TP. Yes or no? Is the value of TP. So please try to understand. I am going it slowly. TP into R power R minus P by 2. What I am doing is, I got TP. TP value is A into R to the power P minus 1. Rest of all the terms like Q, R, S, I am just converting all the three terms are also in the form of TP. So that only I will get one relation. Right? Yes or no? Yes. So we are done with TP and TQ is also in the form of TP. Right? So both are done. Now I need to find out P and Q are done. Next is TR. Correct? Now this time I have to find PQRS are done. Next is I have to find TR. And given TR is nothing but AR to the power of R minus 1. AR to the power of R minus 1. Correct? So what I have to do? TR is equal to A into R power. So I will add plus P and minus P. I will just subtract and add with plus P and minus P. Okay. So why I need to add? Now we are going to get this plus P and minus P to the above step R minus 1. Did you understand what I have done? In the first step I have done like TR is equal to AR to the power of R minus 1. I have just added and subtracted P to the above step. Okay. So what now I am doing here? TR is equal to AR. This and this I am rearranging together. This and this I am rearranging together. Then it forms like AR to the power of P minus 1 is the first. And also R minus P. I hope everybody is clear up to this. Just I have rearranged the terms. Understood? Yes. So TR is equal to AR to the power of P minus 1 into R minus P. R minus P. Okay. So what I'll have? TR is equal to, this is again AR to the power of P minus 1 is again TP into, this is R into R minus P. Am I clear? R into R minus P. Please try to understand this. I hope I am clear with this. Observe this problem. Still we left over with S term. Right? Still we left over with S term. Chalo. So we will be moving to the next one. So we left over with TS. So how do you express TS? Already we have written AR S minus 1. Right? AR to the power S minus 1. A into R. So what is S from the above equation? Tell me. What is S from the above equation? S is nothing but. So if this is like this, 2R is equal to Q plus R. So if you want to find out the value of S, just transform Q to that side. So 2R minus Q is equal to S. Correct? So what is the value of S? 2R minus Q. Correct? 2R minus Q. So that is what I am substituting here. S value is 2R minus Q minus 1. Am I clear? In the place of S, I have just substituted 2R minus Q. Okay. Next. TS is equal to A into R. A into R. So what will be writing here? 2r minus the value of q is what? What is the value of q? Tell me. Just I have substituted here. What is the value of q? P plus r by 2. Correct? Q I am just converting in terms of, we have the value of q as P plus r by 2 minus 1. P plus r by 2 minus 1. Ts is equal to A into r. Take out 2 as LCM. We have 2 2s, 4r, right? Minus P minus r minus 1. Minus P minus r minus 1. I just multiplied with minus. Okay. So, Ts is equal to, okay, Ts is equal to A into r. 2 is the LCM. Okay. 4r minus r is 3r. 4r minus r is 3r. And you left over with minus P minus 1. And you left over with minus P minus 1. Okay. So, we have Ts is equal to, I am just writing P in the form of minus 3P plus 2P. Can I write like this? P ni nenu minus 3 plus 2 and raskocha, of course. So, I am writing P as in the form of minus 3 plus 2. Minus 3 plus 2. So, what I am doing here? AR, next 3R minus 3P plus 2P minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. Okay. Next, Ts is equal to AR. Just convert these both. So, we'll have like 3R minus 3P is 1 and we left over with 2P minus 1 by 2. Right, correct. 2P minus this is 2 actually. If I take LCM, this is 2, right? 2P minus 2, take 3 common, which is R minus P, by 2. Correct? Which is R minus B by 2. Understood up to this? So, what I have done? Just listen. I have written like TSAR to the power of S minus 1 if the S term is in GP. So, we have the value of S is 2R minus Q from the given information. Again, Q is nothing but P plus R by 2. Take out the LCM. So, if I take LCM, it is like 4R minus P minus R and minus 2. So, what I will be having? 3R. 4R minus R is 3R plus minus P minus 2. So, I am just writing this P in the form of 3P minus 3P plus 2P. So, I just rearranged 2P minus 2 together. 3 I have to common, which is R minus P. Okay. So, TS is equal to what I will have? A into R. 2 split 2 together and take 2 common. 2 into P minus 1 by 2 plus 3 into R minus P by 2. R minus P by 2. So, what we have? TS is equal to, cancel this 2 and that 2. What you'll have? Cancel this 2 and that 2. A into R power P minus 1 plus 3 into R minus P by 2. So, what I will have then? Ts is equal to A into R power P minus 1 into A power of M into A power of M is A power of M plus N. I am just writing this in the form of like R into 3 power R minus P by 2. What I have done? A power of M, A power of N, which is A power of M plus N. Can you see here? A power of M plus N. So, I hope I am understood. You people are clear with this. Can I move to the next step? Yeah. So, what I will have? Ts is equal to AR to the power of P minus 1 is TP, and this is again R into power of 3 minus P, R minus P by 2 into 3. Okay. So, let me take, this is the first equation and this is the second equation. Okay. and we have where you have third one. This is third and this is fourth. So we got 4 equations over here, right? So what I am doing here is, they were in the question, they were asked like TP, TQ, TR, TS, what will be the values in which term, then the Pth, Qth, Rth, S terms of an GP are in which place, which progression, right? So that is the thing I have to find out here. We successfully find out Pth, Qth, Rth and S term, and we also converted all the terms in terms of TPs. So let us check this in which problem, in which progression it is. So by observing, let us take for our convenience AR to the power of P minus 1 as A, capital A. Only that is for convenience, okay? And capital R is equal to R to the power of R minus P by 2. R to the power of R minus P by 2. But if you observe the first equation, this is surely AR to the power of P minus 1 is what? Capital A. From these two equations. Now, next observe the TQth term. So, what you have TP is again A into, what is this? This is capital R. So, what we have? So, Qth term is AR. Now, please observe this one. TRth term, this is again A, correct? This value is R, and you have to observe, here it is missing with the divided by 2. So, if you multiply and divide with 2, it will be AR square. It's very important to convert. What I have taken here, capital R is equal to what I have assumed, small r to the power of R minus P by 2. But here we have R minus P only we have. But still what it is missing? It is missing with by 2 into 2, correct? So, this total value is R to the power of 2. Am I clear? So, AR square is in TRth, okay? So, what is TS? So, TS we got like TP is again A, and what is this? R to the power of R minus P by 2 is R cube. So, what are the terms we got here? P, Q, R, S. If these 4 terms are in GP, we converted in the form of AR square, AR cube. So, all these 4 terms are clearly representing terms in an GP. Very good. Why? Because if you observe this, let me represent with other color, just a minute. If you observe this, T2 by T1, so what is the value? AR is divided by A. So, if you cancel with A and A, you are left over with R. Here we can clearly represent like we exist a common ratio. If common ratio is there, then we can say those terms are in GP. So, what is the answer of this question? So, it is exist in GP. Am I clear with this? So, I just want to recall, it's a bit confused problem, but you have to make it simple. As how you can make it a simple, convert all P, Q, R, S terms in one relation, okay? So, what I am doing here is, first what the given information I written in both the ways. If P, Q, R, S are the terms, consecutive terms, so I should take in an order. Right, I cannot take as sometimes if they did not mention the word called consecutive, I may not take like P, Q, R, S. But in the question, they clearly mentioned like it is consecutive. So, for that reason, what I need to do? P, Q, R, S are the consecutive terms are in AP. So, we have middle term, twice of middle term is equal to A plus C, sum of its ending terms. Right, this is the result I have proved and I have explained in the arithmetic progressions concept. Okay, I kindly request you to watch those videos first and then only come back to this. Got it? Chalo. Yeah. So, 2Q is equal to R plus P. We have the value of Q is equal to R plus P by 2. This is a given information. And R, similarly we have R is also middle term between Q and S, right? So, 2R is equal to Q plus S. So R is equal to Q plus S by 2. S is equal to 2R minus Q. This is a given information, right? So also we have, if Pth, Qth, Rth and Sth term are in GP, so how you are going to express? Nth term in GP is expressed as Dn is equal to AR to the power of n minus 1. Right? If you are watching this video for the first time, I request you to go and watch my videos first, right? And then only come back to this video. Okay? Right. So, AR to the power of n minus 1. Similarly, I expressed all the 4 terms in an GP and I have converted these terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, I have converted these terms into an GP. I hope everybody got clear. Kindly observe this problem for a couple of minutes so that we'll be getting back to next question. Right?